Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I just wanted to remind you that you are powerful, you are purposed, and you are part of God's plan. Say it with me. Say, I am powerful, I am purposed, and I am a part of God's plan. I need y'all to keep a positive mindset. There are so many things out here that can make you feel bad about simply being you. If you really think about it, life is so short. And so while we're here, because we never know when it's going to end, we need to try to have a positive impact on the world as much as possible. Yeah, your family might not be the best and your friends may have done some things to you, so on and so forth. But I need you to stay focused. Whoever I'm talking to this morning, I need you to stay focused. It's kind of like, think of everything that's negative that's happening to you as distractions. If you weren't on the right path, trust me, your life would not have the problems that you have. But because you're trying to move forward in your life, you're trying to do great things, it gets rough. But it's okay. You keep pushing, you keep going, you make life happen for you. It's nobody else's responsibility to make us happy. That's a choice. God gives us free will. And if God gives us free will to do what we choose to do, but to do things with integrity, why in the world do we give other people control over our lives, over our thoughts? Really think about it. Most of us, have been in a place in our lives where one or two people have said something negative to us in our life, and we have carried that in our hearts. And these people are now living rent-free in our minds and in our hearts. And that was their intent, to stop you. They were vessels for evil. And because you can't get them out of your mind, you're depressed about yourself. You look down on yourself. And let me tell you something. Today is not that day. Why? Because you are powerful, you are purposed, and you are a part of God's plan. Say it with me. I am powerful, I am purposed, and I am a part of God's plan. You have got to say things until you believe it. Stop giving into societal norms of what beauty standards are. All of us are beautiful works of art. No one person is the same. I don't care if you're identical twins. There is still something that separates you from your other twin or triplet or quadruplet. There's something unique about you. I need you all to find that spark again. Find that spark in your life. And now it's time to grow it. With this podcast, guys, I got on here. I didn't know what I was doing. The whole point of me doing this is because my grandmother sent a challenge to me, and she was like, this is as she was leading up to her deathbed. And she was like, Mel, I want you to unite the family. I was like, unite the family? Grandma, our family too big. And she was like, I was like, what you laughing at, Granny? And she was like, the entire world, I want you to unite them. And see, my grandmother lived to be 94 years old. Some of you may not have seen any of your elders live that long. I've had family members live as long as 110 years old. But she was ready to go. All her friends and everything had died. But my grandmother knows I'm a big Care Bear. And she knows I've been through a lot of pain, but I changed that pain into passion. I refuse to be bitter. I refuse to give up and throw in the towel. As I stated before, I want to fight to live. But y'all, we have to spread the message of love, happiness, peace, tranquility, integrity. We've got to erase the narrative of racism and all of these evil nuances that have been taught and that people are using as vessels to control everyone like puppets. Why would you hate someone that you don't know? Why would you hate someone for the complexion of your skin or the complexion of their skin? Why do you think that you're any better than someone else? I'll tell you why. because there was some idiot that trained the world into thinking so. And here's the ironic part. People are like, well, a black person did this, or Hispanic person, or Asian person, this, that, and the other. And if y'all don't realize it, we all are a part of each other. We all come in different shades. I tell people all the time, the lightest shade is white in the black, in the hues of colors for black people. The lightest shade is white. The darkest shade is 11:59 or 12 a.m. It's an inside joke. But it doesn't matter. Your black is beautiful at any level. Black people are Asian. Black people are Russian. Black people are European. Black people, guess what? All of those are nothing but continents. Continents in different countries and cultures. At the end of the day, we're all human. Learn from each other. Grow with each other. Stop basking in the ignorance that someone else has handed down generational pain over and over and over again. It's doing nothing but destroying the world. Innocent people are dying for what? At the hand of other people? You want a great illustration? Go look at the Hunger Games and look at it from Hunger Games 1 on up. And you will see people are playing in our faces, y'all. Look at The Matrix. They playing in our faces, y'all. Look at The Simpsons. They playing in our face, y'all. So what you gonna do about it? You gonna keep carrying this narrative form that we hate each other and all this other stuff? Or you gonna come together and unite? See, one thing I love about my podcast, this is mine. And I can do whatever I choose to do on it. I just choose to be a light. But it's time for y'all to rise up, to unite, and to help heal the world. The plants and the animals need us to care for the earth. Their entire ecosystems being destroyed for commercial property and whatever else. Rent is sky high. And then with the rates of mortgages, it doesn't even make sense for people to purchase homes anymore. So what is everyone supposed to do? Be homeless? And then the amount of taxes they take out? What is that? 1/3 of your check? Make it make sense. But guess what? It's not about the quantity of your life. It's about the quality of your life. These jobs are going to continue to go and do their thing. If you died today, they're going to replace you. So stop missing your son's baseball games or your daughter's ballet recitals or spending time with your family, your husband, your wife. Because one day your loved one is going to be nothing more than a memory, and you are steady building the name and generation for someone else's family. Build yours. I have my podcast and my business and everything else. And all of these have been hobbies for me. And I guess God challenged me and said, oh, you going to do this for real? I'm like, because y'all, I was not going to keep going with the podcast. I was like, if I don't get 500 listeners by June 1st, Lord, that's my cue to say, hey, it's done. I don't have to do it no more. And God was like, ha. And yesterday I hit 501. I looked this morning, it's steady growing. So this was something that simply was an outlet to help other people that was going through pain like me to get through it. And it just turned into something beautiful. Now I'm starting my hands into apparel. If you go to Etsy, to Refine Creations, a friend of mine, we partnered together, and now you could get you a J.Marie Speak shirt, and you could get it customized with your own name on it, with pastel colors and everything, and you can get yourself a journal. And y'all, the journals are the most important, because I always tell you to journal your journey. That is so important. That was, people say, well, you went to a therapist. No, I didn't. God was my therapist. Me writing things down in my journal was my therapist. Me doing the research, doing the work, intentionally loving on me, cutting out toxic people until I can mentally deal with them. Choosing me every day and learning the power of saying no. If you can't figure out how to heal, check out my Men in the Brokenness series. The podcast is free. Check it out. Listen to it. It's not perfect, but it's my journey. And one thing about it, people can try to take whatever information they want to take, but they can never, ever take my experience and take my journey. I'm hoping that from this, that it changes someone's life for the better. Because those 7 steps of healing are the steps that I use in rotation. Because you're going to always have something that's going to bring you pain. But don't stay there. When someone dies, it's supposed to be a celebration because it's letting you know their purpose is done. And then somebody said, well, they were murdered. They were this, that, and the other. Yes, but what happened after that murder? Were there any lessons that happened? Did people wake up? Did some type of change come? Was there a domino effect to give other people a type warning? Like, there are so many senseless deaths today, it's not even funny. And mothers, I have a message for you. If you know from the beginning that you're not going to take care of your child, use protection when having sex, or better yet, abstain. Don't, and this is a message for everybody. Do not have sex if you're not trying to own up to the responsibilities of what happens when you have sex. Stop thinking so little of yourself that y'all out here just having one-night stands with people. Like, come on, y'all. Stop. HIV is out here. AIDS is out here. All types of STDs and STIs. You're becoming emotionally attached to individuals that you should not. You're mixing seasonal people up with lifetime expectations. Think more of yourself, to love yourself, that you don't give your way to any and everybody. If nobody has told you that you're enough, I'm telling you this morning on my podcast, J. Marie Speaks, that you are enough. You are enough. You are worthy. I need you to remember that you are powerful, you are purpose, and you are a part of God's plan. Again, you are powerful, purpose, and a part of God's plan. And say it until you believe it. It used to be so hard for me to look at myself in the mirror because I was ashamed of who I saw because of my choices and my decisions. And I didn't even really do nothing bad in life. But because I knew what the expectations were on my life, I felt bad for being me. No more. And no more for you either. Be unapologetically you. You develop your own personal relationship with God. Well, anyway, I want y'all to have a good and blessed morning. I hope this message gets you motivated. Oh, and final thing, stop waiting for your job to fire you if you hate it. Start applying for other jobs and positions. Take on a part-time job, see whether or not you like it. Then if they have full-time jobs or positions open up, you're already in there. Apply for them. Put in your 2-week notice for the other job or make it part-time. But y'all, we're not going to stay on these jobs being miserable anymore. You fire your boss, but not without firing them with the plan. It's time to get out here and to make life happen. All right. So y'all have a great morning. Remember, say it with me. I am powerful. I am purposed. And I am a part of God's plan. God bless. Till next time. And just remember, in the Valley of the Trees, that series will be finished up. I got to wait to hear from God because it's like 3 more sessions of those. So until I do, I'm going to be doing some one-on-one discussions. And I think I like this one-on-one discussion line that I came up with. Simply because I'm talking to y'all directly, just giving it to you raw as it comes to me. And so when you get time, you listen to it. Like, I'm not full-fledged in the podcasting world like everyone else because I've got too many things that's going on. But I know that a lot of people listen to things in their car. They listen to, with me, I'm a big audiobook fan. I love cartoons too. But most of all, I just love being happy And if I can help contribute to your happiness, then here you go. Y'all are my brothers. Y'all are my sisters. And I mean that on a global aspect. I don't care what color you are, because in my family, we come in all shades, all cultures. It doesn't matter. And you never know what's going to show up in the genetic pool when it comes to a child. Believe it or not, gray eyes is a recessive trait. Gray and green eyes are a recessive trait in my family. Blue eyes show up every now and then. And that's not because you mix with white either. It's just because it's naturally from that. My family is also West Indian. So yes, it's funny because people like biracial children they're mixed. Biracial children come in all types of mixtures. My children that y'all see all the time, my children, I call them Afro-Caucasian, even though they can be, a mixture of other people. But America is about the only country I know that has to put everybody into somebody box. And if they technically want to put people in a box in America, African American can check 2 or more races because of the crimes that were committed against our African ancestors. Also, indigenous and Irish and all of them great people, whoever lived in the past. Those people that were enslaved did not gain their identity as they hit American soil. They already had identity before they left the shores of Africa or Ireland or wherever they came from. China, it doesn't matter. Our ancestors were people long before. They were warriors. They were kings. They were queens. They were magnificent. And I'm a part of that legacy. And so I will honor them. The African diaspora is on every single continent. And I need y'all to stop hating yourselves. Love yourself. Learn from each other. Love on each other. Unity. Love and light. Why? Because you are powerful. You are purposed. And you are a part of God's plan. I'm gone for real, y'all. Till next time on J. Marie Speaks. Talk to you later.